guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about Starbucks at Disney. This was a really big thing when Disney, I should say Starbucks at Disney World specifically. This was a really big thing when Disney started incorporating Starbucks coffee shops into their 4 theme parks in Florida. People were really upset because they're like, I can get that at home and it's gonna ruin the feel of I guess each land that it's in, or really being immersed, and so I wanted to talk about that. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is how pleasantly surprised I was by their integration into the parks. Now, when you're in there, I don't think it looks at all like a Starbucks. I mean, some more than others. Like the Magic Kingdom one specifically, I don't think looks at all like a Starbucks. You can just tell based on their menu and based on the cups they give you. But they did a really good job not just having a random Starbucks sticking out in each area of the park. So the locations they have in Magic Kingdom, they have the Main Street Bakery is a Starbucks, but like I said, it's not just a Starbucks sticking out in the middle of Main Street, because that would not, it would stick out, that wouldn't really fit with the theme. So it's still called the Main Street Bakery, but they are a Starbucks. And in Epcot, it is called Fountain View. It's in Future World on the right-hand side when you're walking in. And let's see, in Hollywood Studios, it's called Trolley Car Cafe. And then in Animal Kingdom, it is called Creature Comforts. I'm not exactly sure the land. I'll find out and put it in here. But it's on the right-hand side, but that's not helpful because you're like going in a circle. It's just always on the right-hand side for us based on where we're walking. But I'll write a description as far as where that is. And in Hollywood Studios, it's like right down the main drag. Yes. So yes, there is one in each of the parks, and then there are 2 in Disney Springs. So the next thing I was wondering is, can you use your Starbucks rewards? Because a lot of people have the app. We have the app for our home, we use it at home. And I was wondering if you can use your rewards. As far as the ones in the Disney parks, you can earn rewards, but you cannot pay with the rewards. So if, once you get to your point where you're getting a free drink, you can't pay with it, except for in Disney Springs. You can do that there. You can pay with your rewards at Disney Springs. And in terms of mobile ordering using the Starbucks app, you can only do that at Disney Springs. You can't do that at the locations in the 4 parks. Something to keep in mind is you get a menu when you go in. They have, drinks and their food and stuff like that. And then you wait in line. It is a pretty long wait compared to any other Starbucks I've ever been in my hometown or in any city I've been in. And then once you actually place your order, it takes a while to get them made. So depending on time of day, obviously. And the Main Street one Main Street and Epcot seem to be busier, I think. But don't think you can just like run it in 5 minutes. So plan a little bit of a time for that. In terms of if you can use a meal plan, you can use snack credits. You can use snack credits for many of the items at the Starbucks locations. They have a big cooler in the middle, and they have fruit, and they have like hard-boiled eggs, and they have all kinds of stuff. They'll have like bottles of juice and milk and things like that. So a lot of items there can be used as snack credits, including some of the drinks like that you actually have made behind the counter that are not pre-made. Now, in terms of the Disney annual pass holders, I found out you get a annual pass holder discount on merchandise, but not on food or drinks, which is where I got this. We got this at the Trolley Car Cafe in Hollywood Studios, and we got I want to say 20% off, but it's a special Disney Starbucks cup. It's kind of cool. It has the Disney icons on it, both for Disneyland and Disney World. And it's enormous, so I love it. Okay, the next thing is everything is to go. They don't really have areas to sit. They might have a little bit along the windows, but they don't really have tables that you can sit down at like a typical Starbucks would have, so kind of presume everything is to go. like I mentioned, when you come in, they have a cast member that will hand you a menu, and my husband was helping me make notes for this video, and it was funny because he wrote, be alert and ready when it's your turn, which kind of cracks me up, because it seems like it's a lot more stressful than it really is. But there is something to that. Like in my Disney etiquette video that I just filmed before this, I did mention, know what you want before you get up there as much as you can. I know sometimes you have to ask questions, but if they have a menu and you're waiting, hand you a menu and you're waiting in line for 10 minutes, your questions should be pretty limited. So that was part of it. And the other part of it is you're standing at the end of a line, and then they have, you know, say 4 or 5 people at their counter that will call you up. And my husband finds that really stressful, where they're like, oh, over here I can help you, and you have no idea where they're coming from. So that's why he said be alert and ready when it's your turn. Okay. They do accept Starbucks gift cards, but like I said, actually using rewards points are you can only do at the Disney Springs locations, but all of the locations do accept Starbucks gift cards because it's actually a Starbucks. If you've ever tried doing that at, like, for us, our Barnes & Noble bookstore, they sell Starbucks, and I tried using a Starbucks gift card and they wouldn't take it because they're like, we're not actually a Starbucks, we just serve Starbucks products. Okay, but the ones at Disney, you actually can use the Starbucks gift card. They also accept Disney gift cards. So if you are somebody that tries to accumulate them for your next trip, you can do that as well. Another tip is that you can order at the Main Street Bakery and at the Trolley Car Cafe. So at the Magic Kingdom and at Hollywood Studios before the park opens, because they let you in to the park a little ways without like completely opening up the entire park to everyone. So you can actually go to those locations and get something before the rest of the park opens while you're waiting. I've never done that, so I'm not sure how busy they would be at that time. If you're pretty early, I imagine it would not be terribly busy, but I've never actually tried that, but I know you can do that. Now, in terms of cups, like I said, you get this. They do have exclusive Disney cups, which is kind of cool. So you can, you know, get your reusable Starbucks cup, but then get some Disney ones as well. And they also have the, what are they called? Like the You Are Here mugs, where they, you know, you can get them with your state on them. They do have them for Disney World as well. Do they have them for every park? I feel like I've seen an Epcot one with Spaceship Earth, but they do have fun Disney ones. So if that's your thing, if you collect that kind of thing, take a look. They definitely have those there. They're kind of fun. Lastly, like I mentioned, mobile ordering, you cannot do at the parks. You can do it at Disney Springs using the Starbucks app, but in Disney Springs, there are 2 locations. They also do delivery to Disney Springs, like if you're somewhere in Disney Springs, which I think is interesting. I didn't know that a Starbucks ever did that, but apparently you can do that there if you're, you know, I don't know, if you have little kids or something and you don't want to walk further. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure why you'd use that, but just know that that is an option as well. So yeah, I think Disney did a really good job incorporating Starbucks into their parks in Disney Springs. I'm not a big coffee person. I like my coffee to be like essentially chocolate milk with just a little bit of coffee, of decaf coffee in it. So I can't really speak for the quality of coffee before, but I know they used like Joffrey's coffee, I think is what it was before, and people were, actual coffee drinkers were just appalled and thought it was like the worst thing ever. So this is a huge step up for them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.